Okay, bros. We are here for your weekly NXT Fix, featuring the ever so popular bro ratings. Now, here's your host. Okay, bros. I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson, and we are here for another episode of your weekly NXT Fix. And remember, on Thursdays, we wear yellow. And that's right, bros. This is the new Hulkamania Chalkline Zippy. If anybody's out there looking for a Christmas present or a future birthday present, check out Chalkline. They've got amazing zippies, amazing jackets, amazing shorts. So, before we get things started, let's take a quick pause for the cause and show you today's tasty beverage. It is the High Noon Vodka Soda Pineapple flavor. Oh, nice. That is delicious. Okay, NXT this week opened up with a tag team championship match, a street fight with Drake Maverick and Killian Dain versus Oney, Lorcan, and Danny Burch. The match was brutal. Really enjoyed the spots where Drake Maverick was whipping people with the belt. I think he even hit Oney in the face. Prior to that, he was getting whipped, and Killian Dain somehow falls through a table but doesn't break him. In the end, Oney and Danny won, retained the titles. We're going to give that one a 7.3 on the bro ratings. Moving on, we had a very Gargano Christmas. And I'll tell you what, bros, do yourself a favor. Go back and rewatch those scenes. Turn the volume up on your TV. You're going to pick up little tidbits here. First segment of this very Gargano Christmas was where Austin Theory gets the Gargano whey protein as his present, but he is not allowed to eat a cookie. And picture Johnny on a piano, and he says, hey, you know what? You've heard of Elf on a Shelf, but here's our Gargano on a piano. I mean, great stuff all around there. We then had a retrospective of Balor versus O'Reilly 2 coming up on New Year's Evil. Malcolm Bivens and Tyler Rust were shown backstage and cut a little promo, but then they did this awkward fist bump thing. So, I don't know what that's all about. Tyler Rust could be impressive. We'll see where he goes. Our next contest was Jake Atlas versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. Pretty decent match between the two. One point, Atlas went for the cartwheel DDT, but Swerve super kicked him in the face as he was doing the cartwheel. I mean, that was crazy stuff. Swerve got the 1, 2, 3. He's your winner. And during this match, Swerve showed some heel tendencies. So between that and his hair color change, I think we have a new heel on our hands, bros. We're going to give this match a 7.3 on the bro ratings. Moving on, backstage, we had a little interview with Roddy Strong and Adam Cole, baby. And they were interrupted by Velveteen Dream, which Adam Cole had every right to do this. He smacks Dream across the face. Yeah, that's right. Dream was interrupting, and Adam Cole smacks him across the face. Unbelievable to interrupt Adam Cole, baby, like that. But obviously, it's setting up a match between the two later. And for all you bros who are paying attention, right now, on Thursday, it's Christmas Eve, and that means a Chrisley Knows Best Marathon. Check it out. I know everybody's super pumped for that one. Timothy Thatcher backstage, and he says, you know what, I want to fight Tommaso Ciampa. We'll see where that goes. Our next match was Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai. And during this match, Raquel Gonzalez was banned from ringside. Very interesting. I'll tell you what. These two women hit all their signature moves. Some brutal stuff. Dakota really snapping Rhea's arm. Rhea was selling the arm injury the whole time. Rhea Ripley put Dakota in that brutal finishing move. We had some kicks to the face. In the end, Riptide 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley is your winner, building some momentum to her inevitable conflict with Raquel Gonzalez. And Rhea and Raquel brawled after the match. Good stuff there. Looking forward to that. We're going to give that one a 8.3 on the bro ratings. That's right. Good stuff. Next up, we had our second installment of a very Gargano Christmas. This time it was Indy Hartwell's turn to get a gift, and she got a PS5. Not really, because it was just an empty box. But what they did give Indy Hartwell was the family name. She's now going to be referred to as Indy Wrestling. And the Garganos support Indy Wrestling. And that is the way. I mean, great stuff there. Toni Storm interviewed backstage, said she's going after Rhea Ripley, and she's going after Io Shirai, and she will take that title. Toni just beat Rhea Ripley, going after Io Shirai. Toni Storm is making an instant impact in the NXT women's division. Xia Li and Boa were then shown they're still training in some sort of abandoned warehouse or undisclosed location. You know what? Not enough progression of the storyline here. Didn't like it. If we had to give this rating, it would be poor. Let's put it that way. I mean, come on. What are they training to be American Ninja Warriors? Show us the woman in the face paint. Show us. Give us a little more. Come on, NXT. Our next contest was the return of Colossal Bronson Reed versus Ashante the Adonis. Ashante the Adonis getting some TV time recently on both NXT and 205 Live, but it was a complete squash. Way too quick. Didn't really care for it. Didn't do anything for either of them except for to tell you Bronson Reed's back. So we're going to give that one a 6.2 on the bro ratings. Now, here is your weekly figure review. Okay, this is your 1-minute weekly figure review, and we have the Mattel Series 114 Rhea Ripley. Brand new figure here, folks. This is good stuff. Now, I will say that the face scan is not the absolute greatest, but it's not terrible either. Because if you look at the picture next to it, Rhea Ripley did look like that at one point in time, albeit a little different than she looks like right now. First time in line, this is her rookie figure. Good stuff for a basic figure. Now, everybody's probably waiting for the Elite, just like I am. But Rhea Ripley Mattel figure. Check it out. Good stuff. Rhea Ripley. This is my brutality. Back to you, bros. Or me, I guess. Yeah, back to me. And we're back! Moving on. NXT had a backstage promo with Io Shirai. Said, I'm going to the ring. I'm going to talk to Toni. Puts a chair in the ring, sits down, and said, Toni, let's go right now. And Io Shirai is attacked by Mercedes Martinez, making her return, and it was brutal. I think Io got one kick in, but Mercedes was smashing Io into everything, including the front of the announce table, and just Mercedes was standing there looking so badass. Great return, albeit quick, but effective in-ring segment. This is how you do it, NXT. Love it. And we're going to give that one a 8.0 on the bro ratings. This women's division is stacked. We can't talk enough good things about it. Unbelievable. Great stuff right there. Then we had our third part of a very Gargano Christmas. This is where Candice LeRae gets her present. And everybody knows that Johnny Gargano hates wheels, but it's Christmas. So he gifts Candice LeRae the wheel from Shotzi Blackheart's tank that she ran over. And I think he said he spent 17 hours looking for it. I mean, fantastic stuff there. But the Way has to end it properly with a family picture. And it was hilarious because Austin Theory's saying Merry Christmas and he's spitting out the Whey protein all over and Gargano is looking at him. I mean, good stuff. Like I said, turn your volume up, rewatch all 3 of those segments. Next match, we had Leon Ruff versus Timothy Thatcher. And Thatcher was just pounding him. Ruff then got some of his high-octane offense in. And it looked like Thatcher was just going to pound him into the ground. But there was a chair on the ramp, and Thatcher kept thinking about Ciampa. Ruff rolls him up for the quick 1, 2, 3. Leon Ruff gets the upset. Shocking ending. I thought for sure Thatcher was just pounding Ruff into the ground, and that was going to be the end of the poor guy. But Ruff wins. Ciampa comes out. Willow's bell DDT to Thatcher and says, you know what? Thatcher, you want to fight? I'll see you in the fight pit. If you've seen Riddle versus Thatcher in the fight pit, you got to be excited right now. So, with that being said, this match, not bad, not great either, is going to get a 7.2 on the Bro ratings. We had Priest backstage said, you know what, Cross, I don't think you're much of a badass, and I'm going to punk you on New Year's Evil. Our next match was Aria Daivari versus newcomer Tyler Rust. I'll tell you what, now he's managed by Malcolm Bivens. This guy has all the athletics. I mean, very impressive. I mean, does some sort of like high-flying moves, some innovative offense, and he's got the submissions down. So look out for Tyler Rust. Again, not a bad match, not a great one. We're going to give that one a 7.2 on the Bro ratings. Moving on, Leon Ruff said, you know what? I got an early Christmas present. Mr. Regal gave me a match next week against Johnny Gargano in a rematch for the North American Championship. See you guys next week. I mean, what a good kid. Really like this Leon Ruff guy. Karrion Kross said, you know what? Priest made the biggest mistake of his life. And Doomsday is coming. Tick-tock! I would be afraid if I was Damian Priest. Let's put it that way. Our final match, our main event of the evening, was none other than Velveteen Dream making his return from being away from a couple weeks versus Adam Cole, baby. And these two competitors have fought each other numerous times. And you know what? This contest lived up to all of them. I mean, it was great stuff. The end saw some fantastic stuff. Cole was going for the Panama City Sunrise. Jumps off the rope. Gets hit with a super kick to the face by Dream. Dream goes for a big elbow or something, or double axe handle off the rope. Gets hit with a super kick to the face by Adam Cole. Then, boom, last shot to the head. Adam Cole, baby, gets the 1, 2, 3. But to note, the craziest thing that happened in this match was when Pete Dunne ran out and attacked Roddy Strong at ringside, hit the bitter end, you know, where he picks him up from the pump handle into like a DDT. But Roddy Strong's head comes down and hits the ropes. Looked absolutely brutal. Hopefully Roddy's okay because you'll find out in a few minutes here. He's got a match coming up next week. Anyway, Cole Dream, they deliver big time in the main event here. We're going to give that one a 8.2 on the Bro rating. So that means your match of the night by 0.1. Ever so slightly, but they deserve it. Is Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai. These two women are really holding down this division. Good for them. Cole and Dream was great. Rhea Ripley and Dakota was just a little bit better tonight. So with that being said, bros, we had a lot of stuff going on this week. Nothing was really amazing. Nothing was, well, actually, the Bronson Reed squash match, that wasn't very good. That was kind of terrible. But 8 matches or in-ring segments gives us an average bro rating of 7.46. Now, next week, which is 1 week away from New Year's Evil. Next week, you're going to hear all about my New Year's Evil predictions, and look out for that, because I think there's going to be some crazy things happening that night. I mean, that is set up to be an NXT TakeOver event for free. Wednesday, January 6th, 8 p.m. on the USA Network. So next week, we have Roddy Strong versus Pete Dunne, and your winner will be Pete Dunne. And for the North American Championship, Johnny Gargano versus Leon Ruff. Your winner will be Johnny Gargano. Finally breaks the curse, because you know that's going to make for good TV on the future weeks after that. And then it sets up Kushida coming in, challenging Gargano, Kushida winning the North American Championship. Now, bros, let's not forget the NXT Awards are here. Go on the WWE.com. Go on the NXT Instagram. Vote for who you think your favorites are this year in NXT. I'll tell you what my favorites are. It is clearly breakout star Cameron Grimes. The best rivalry, Shotzi Blackheart and Robert Stone. The best tag team, Breezango. The best male competitor is none other than Adam Cole, baby. The best female competitor, Io Shirai. The best event, NXT TakeOver in your house. The best future star, Leon Ruff. And the match of the year. Can't believe I'm saying this, but it's NXT UK. Walter versus Ilya Dragunov. Check it out, because it was phenomenal. So, thank you so much for watching, bros. We'll see you next week. Have a Merry Christmas. Hope everybody stays safe and is healthy going into the new year. I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Merry Christmas, bros.